Alright, what's up guys? So, Uncovered has uploaded a video titled Evil Teacher Has No Remorse After Kicking and Dragging 7-year-old. My question is, do you think she would have did that in front of the parent? You know, because I guarantee and I promise you she wouldn't have did that in front of the parent. I don't care what that parent got going on. That parent can have a missing leg, arm, what else? You know, she can have a size advantage over the parent. The thing is this when it comes down to your kids, like laws, you know, overall trying to like, oh, I'm not trying to go to jail, I'm not trying to go to prison. When it comes to your kids, all that stuff is out of the window. So that's one of those things, you know, when the day I do have kids, they're gonna be like, Dad, like you could back up, bro. Like you ain't gotta be that close. I'm like, nah. I'm like, when we out together, I am your bodyguard, okay? So if like some stuff pops off, I'm like, that yeah, you run to safety, get somewhere, but I gotta protect you, all right? And so yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, but if I'm not there and I get that call where it's like, oh, this teacher, she dragged me and kicked me and stuff in front of the whole school, even if there ain't even nobody there, still. My thing is this: I see bruises, I'm seeing video footage, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's all that I needed to see. So I'm like, yeah, I suggest you guys do call the cops. It ain't gonna be for me though. It's definitely well, I mean, it's gonna be more so for her safety. But yeah, they are gonna have to arrest me because I'm going to do any and everything that I can to make sure of it that teacher never does that again. So yeah, you know, there's gonna be some people out there are like, oh, you should never put your hands on a woman. Well, that woman should never put her hands on my kids. And I guess, you know, we're both gonna be going against our, you know, our morals and stuff that we were taught as kids and stuff. I'm like, yeah, bruh, no, that's out the window. You put your hands on my kids, I don't care what you got going on. I'm gonna make sure that you're unconscious. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Uncovered. And with that being said,
today on Uncovered.
Are you gonna let me talk or are you gonna keep talking over me? You dragging a kid.
On August 8th, 2024,
that's crazy to
at
just
Mario
have
Yates School in
no remorse. Like, you don't care. You're all like, oh well, the kid should have been doing what they're doing. They're a kid. They were born like what, 7-8 years ago or something. How do you expect them to have the same knowledge as you, somebody that's of age? Yeah, 7 years ago. How do you expect a 7-year-old to have the same knowledge as you, and you're like however old you are?
Madison, Illinois. Officer arrested a teacher's aide after she was seen on camera kicking and dragging a first-grade student down the hallway. She barely shows any remorse when confronted, but becomes visibly distressed when she realizes she's going to jail.
How you doing?
Huh? Oh well.
Good. Let's go inside and talk for a minute. Is there a 5 on this door for us to get in? Over here. All right. What about this one over here?
It might be one. I don't know what this stuff.
If I was a cop, I'm like, you think I care about your tears, you crying, or you being upset and all that? I'm like, I don't care about none of that. My thing is this: what do you think is worse? This kid living with the trauma of you like putting hands on them and kicking them and stuff, or you going to jail? It's like, yeah, lady, get out of here with that.
It took place today in the hallway. I'm gathering more information on that. But until I do that, which I'm getting now, I need you to sit tight and you're not going to be free to leave right now. But that's what the incident that took place in the hallway with one of the students.
Correct, but what am I being detained for?
I just told you because of the incident that took place in the hallway with one of the students.
I understand that.
So that's why you're being
I'm like, lady,
do
you need to go back to school? What part? Yeah, you could tell she's somebody that, you know, thinking ain't her thing, you know, but
Here you go. I'm looking into this matter.
Okay, but for what though? I'm trying to understand what's being investigated.
The incident of what took place.
Right, the incident of what took place.
Yes,
I understand that, but
okay.
What is being investigated with the incident?
The handling of it.
Okay.
Do you feel as if that was appropriate?
To chase a student down to get into class?
And then what happened from there?
I put him in the classroom. He laid out on the floor, but I did put him.
Did you drag him?
I had a hand on him, absolutely, and he was resisting. Yes, I didn't drag him though. He was on his feet.
And that's what I need to look further into. But
yeah, I'm like, God, my thing is this. I know people probably ask me how would I handle it. I'm like, all right, because the one thing I remember what teachers would do with me when I started acting up is that they slapped down that you know, pretty much their version of a Uno reverse. They think like, oh, okay, like I'm thinking I'm giving that teacher a hard time. No, they gonna give me a hard time. They gonna hit me with a good good old fashioned Uno reversa bill, like, yeah, I'm calling your mom. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, time out. Okay, now that wasn't in the script. You ain't supposed to call her or anything. So yeah, I'm like, go ahead. I'm like, my thing is this. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, run down the hallways, cause disturbance, all that stuff. I'm just gonna call your mom, and then she's gonna have to handle you. So
preliminary, it looks as if you drugged them, and then it also looks like there was a kick involved.
A kick?
Yes. So
this is crazy.
So for right now, I'm sitting here.
And can I ask who asked for it to be investigated?
It's involving a kid.
Well, no, I understand that, but I'm just asking.
District administration.
Okay.
This is coming from the top.
Am I allowed to have my mother?
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
She's in the building.
Have her what?
Huh?
Have her what? Like
Have
with
her.
you?
Yes.
No, she can obviously be in the building. We're not gonna stay in here right now. I just obviously didn't want.
It's like, what's your mom gonna do?
I would rather it be discussed in front of everybody else, so I have somebody else witness to the conversation.
Well, there's a big witness right here that's being recorded.
Okay.
There will be another officer here momentarily, but unfortunately, no, not your mom. I need to hang the phone up for right now. You are officially.
I can't be on the phone because I'm being detained.
She's being detained. She's not free to go, but obviously don't have her in handcuffs right now.
Okay, cool.
She can't be on the phone. Can't make contact with anybody.
I have you on speakerphone. I have Officer Brady here.
I believe charges against this instructional assistant would be warranted. Is that something that you would want on behalf of your son?
Yes. Yeah, she did something to hurt him or something he wasn't supposed to do. Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
I don't know the full details because I just came to work.
No, I understand.
So I haven't got home yet to see my son. When I take a break, I'm gonna go home. Actually, I'm gonna call my daughter phone so I can try to talk to him.
Okay.
Because he didn't get off the bus until after I'm obviously at work.
Okay.
So I don't know the full details, but I want to know.
But we're at a point now that I think I would be taking her into custody prior to me taking action.
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
This is what's getting ready to happen, young lady. You're getting ready to take it into custody. You're going to be charged with at least 1 count of battery and probably child endangerment. I will go over more with what exactly the charges will be when I get to the station. The officer is going to put you in handcuffs. She's going to obviously pat you down. She's going to transport you through the intake process when we get to the station. When you all get to the station, you want to finish talking to building administration and district administration. And then
she just got that look on her face where I guarantee you and I promise you, the cop gonna have to explain it again because she has that look on her face where it's like, I'm not hearing what I want to hear, so therefore I'm just gonna play this dumb act where I'm like, I gotta question him on everything that he says.
Also the parent of the child. You have any questions for me? No. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Oh, okay.
So when you go in there, tell her you arrested me too.
I just gotta check and make sure you don't have any weapons or any objects that we can't have.
Having your ID will help expedite this process. Are you good if I get it from your mom?
Not unless you want to tell her that you arrested me.
You're an adult. So
I don't care if I'm an adult or
then
not.
you sit overnight then. I'm trying to help you out, young lady.
Hold
on. I've been nothing but cool with you.
You barely explained.
I did explain to you. I did explain.
You're talking about an incident in the
took place
hallway,
with
and
a kid.
I asked for more details, and you're like, an incident in the hallway, an incident in the hallway, an incident in the hallway.
I'm like, okay, my thing is this. What does that mean to you? That means that something happened between you and a kid and you had the advantage over the kid. You caused physical harm to that kid. Do I need to elaborate some more? Do I need to talk caveman? Do I need to say, like, sign language? I don't know sign language, but I will Google it. But my thing is this, while I'm doing that, you need to Google what does it mean when a cop is telling you that when you're involved in an incident. It's like, lady, it's one of those things where I'm like, that forget the switch positions with the kid. The kid needs to be the teacher. You need to be the student because, like, learning ain't, it goes in, but it's like a connection. It's like an X that just appears in the middle of your head, and then that whatever is being said to you, it exits back out. Like, lady, what do you not understand?
I'm asking for more details, and you keep saying.
Are you gonna let me talk, or are you gonna keep talking over me?
I wasn't done talking. You were trying to cut me off, but I'm done. Don't worry about it. I'm done.
I explained it was an incident with you dragging a kid. I stated that twice. You know exactly the incident.
After I asked for for clarification.
Okay, and when I
More
knew
than
that,
once.
okay, but
I'm
when I
like, do
knew
you
that,
want me to drag you across the floor and like, hey, you know what? Yeah, let's play back the video. I'm gonna see what you did to that kid, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing to you. So I'm like, and I guarantee, and I promise you, she's gonna be like, no, we know. I'm like, oh, so you do know what you did? Okay, cool. So that's all that we need to know. Cause I'm like, yeah, you know, you don't want nobody dragging you across the floor and kick you. Cause I'm like, I'm actually gonna kick you. I ain't gonna be like, oh, do no play like little WWE kick. No, if you, my thing is this. If you put full force into a kick, that's exactly what I'm gonna do to you.
I explained that to you.
But I had to ask more.
Okay, it doesn't matter how many times. Did you get the information? Did you receive the information you were looking for? I told you I was investigating an incident that I was informed of. I told you I needed to get more details. So I'm going to ask you this part one more time. Having your ID will help expedite this. Do you want me to get it from your mom, or would you like to sit in jail longer?
Actually, it's in my car. Now I'm thinking about it. It's not even in there. So
my
purse is in the car. So
you mind doing
my
that?
car.
Does your mom have access to that?
If she has my keys, yeah.
Does she have your keys?
She might, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know because I let my sisters drive my car, so I don't know if she has my keys or if my sisters took my car.
Okay, all right. Do you mind live scanning?
Yeah, I was gonna do that anyway.
Okay.
I'll walk with you though.
Hey.
Hold on. Have a seat. I gotta go chin, okay?
What's happening up there?
During class today, or during the day, 2:45, the student reported to me that a lady in brown dragged him and kicked him. Upon investigation and viewing of the camera footage, we can see on the cameras that she does inappropriately drag the student down the hallway approximately 10-15 feet, pushes him into the classroom, and kicks him. What is she dragging him by? His clothes? His arm.
His arm and his collar.
His arm and the collar.
So the one in the white, is she carrying, or he kind of holding the kid first?
On the leg. He was on the ground.
It looks like he has his arm around him, like this.
He explained the pain on his elbow. He said that his head was hurting. His response was that because class was boring. So he elopes. He has an IEP. So he leaves the classroom space often. He stated that he left the classroom space because he was bored. However, right before the incident was reported, we did hear a call from one teacher to the person who dragged him to over the walkie. She's not assigned to him.
There we go.
I don't know why that call was made to her, but a person called for her to respond to him being outside the classroom.
Did you speak with your son?
Yes.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he was saying that his arm was hurting.
Did you see him at all?
I haven't seen him. I haven't been home because I had to go to work. So he don't get off the bus until after I'm already gone. So my daughter was there. So he was telling her what happened. When I called, she put him on the phone.
And what did he tell you?
He said that she threw him against the wall. She dragged him in the class and then she kicked him in the class. He said he don't know if she was kicking his leg so she can shut the door. I don't know if he was not letting her shut the door or what. I don't know. But that's what he told me. So I'm assuming if that happened in the hallway, the pulling and the other stuff, they got cameras. They should be able to see that. But in the class, he said that she kicked him.
Did he say how many times?
No, I didn't ask him anything. She said she was kicking me.
After you get your ID out, you were able to get him on the phone?
He was telling me she looked like a boy or something. I don't know the person. I don't know the name. I don't know how they look. He was trying to describe.
that kid going places. That's funny. He's like, she looked like a boy. Like, I could just see some like just an innocent kid, and he's explaining this, and they were like, can you describe what she looked like? They're like, well, she looked like me, but she had long hair, and she in a girl's voice and things. Like she looked like a boy almost. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, that kid, he going places, and he got my full endorsement.
Person to me, but I don't even know who that is. He told me he was trying to get some water and he wanted to say hi to the coach. And I'm like, but if you're supposed to be in class, you should be in class. But people working in schools and working with people, I'm sure you are trying to deal with kids, not to drag them and kick them. You know, that's...
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't know. I didn't see much of the preceding. What I saw they were standing in the hallway. Your son, there was another kid, and then I believe it was 3 adults. And they were walking down. They stopped to have a little bit of a conversation. Then, for whatever reason, your son starts to run. As she said, she starts running behind him. She catches up to him, grabs him by like the collar of the shirt. The way it appears, obviously, I'm not there. I can't hear, and you see it. But the way it appears, the momentum for catching up to him and grabbing him by the shirt, I think is what actually made him fall to the ground. It's not as if she like picks him up and throws him down or, you know, does one of those motions. I think it was she was running, grabbed him, and then the momentum of her trying to bring him back, he hit the ground based on that. Unfortunately, after he does hit the ground, she doesn't stop with him and just hold him or come right. She continues down the hallway. Yes, by the shirt in the arm area. Get to the classroom, opens the classroom door. She gets to the door, kind of, I'm not gonna say throws him in, but kind of swings him into the classroom. She's still on the ground, legs closer to the door. I do believe in it. If he's very observant and aware of what's happening, for him to say that he thinks that he was kicked because she was trying to get the leg in, because that's what I believe, and that's what I think they believe, the school admin believes too for the initial. But it appears as if there was another kick. I can't tell if it actually makes contact. We just see the leg motion. Because obviously there's no classroom, yes, of a kicking motion.
But even if you're trying to get a kid in class, why are you kicking him?
No,
There's ways that you could call the guys, Mr. Hunter, anybody to come help. Like, you kicking him like he a dog saying get in the class. Like, he is bad. My son is on medication. He got ADHD. I gave him the medication this morning. I don't know what time that happened, but I know the teacher was telling me probably after 1, close to 2, it wears off. So I don't know what time he started being.
I guess like the way I would handle that, because they have like schools where it's just, you know, they have like multiple different types of, like, I think all schools are like that, where they have like classes for like kids they have like ADHD, stuff like that, and they were just like some sort of like not, I ain't gonna say like a learning disability, but it's like they're different, you know, than other kids and stuff. Then they got like the normal classes, and you know, I think like how I would have did like if I'm like teaching a class where it's like kids that got like ADHD or some sort of like they're different than other students, and I know that there could be kids that's like, you know, they like to run around and all that stuff. I don't know about like locking the door, seems like it's too much. But if I know that the kid could be like, you know, they get up and run, I guess like, yeah, and like what I originally said, because like now thinking about it, because I just think that would be a lot better than like, okay, let me, grab this student and stuff, push him off in the class and start like kicking at him so he could get in the class and things. That, no, like if it comes down between like, okay, like the teacher locks the door to prevent kids from leaving the class and stuff, I think I'd rather hear that conversation than to be like, hey, your kid was kicked and, you know, grabbed aggressively and kicked by a teacher. You know, it's like, if it's like, if I know what my kid's about, then I'm like, it's probably for good reasons the door is locked. That, you know, because he liked to run around, he liked to explore, he thinks he's on Rugrats or something. I'm like, bro, you gotta stay in the class and learn and stuff. But if I get that call that it's like, my kid was dragged and kicked and things, I'm like, okay, point me into the direction of the teacher. And that's what it's like, you know, because you gotta think about it. If that's your kid, you're gonna flip out about that type of stuff. And if that was her kid, the teacher, she would flip out about that type of stuff. So
okay, so the medicine probably start wild here because he get it. I give him right before he get on his bus. So by the time he gets to school, he kick in and then can laugh. But you know, expecting him on his butt and his legs, dragging him and kicking him doesn't go too far. They are trying, just like I am. I work with people. I work in a nursing home, even at schools. You are trying to work because you got different kind of people, different kind of kids. You do not drag them. You do not kick them. If they being like that already, you might have to step back for a moment. Not let them hurt themselves, but go get help. They have walkie-talkies, they call each other. So I don't even know this person, and I don't even understand. Even his teacher, she deals with him. She know how to put him in his place. That's why I love the class he's in. He's on the honor roll now, and he's not running out to school like he used to. She know how to deal with him. She black, and she know how to talk to him to get him to do things.
And like I said, she drags him. Like I said, catches him out here. Classroom is back over here. You know, it's a wall there. Mm-hmm. So she drags him down the hallway. Like she goes into the doorway of the classroom. Mm-hmm. And everything else is happening here. No, right. So these people I know wouldn't have been able to see this. Now the drag, if they continue to watch, I probably would have saw that, but I can't say for sure. But I don't know what they were doing after they started running. And as far as the people in the classroom, they obviously wouldn't have saw the drag, and she would have saw the kick if they were looking at the door. Mm-hmm. But again, definitely don't know what's happening there because I can't.
That same man, why he didn't report that? Why he didn't say anything to the principal? Mm-hmm.
So that would be a question.
But he the one called on me, and my son wasn't abused. I never hit him in the mouth.
Saw a quick glimpse of the video, and I went and stopped the young lady immediately to make sure she didn't leave while I finished getting the rest of the information. And that's when I called you. I was hoping you were going to say, I said hoping. I was figuring you would say you would want to pursue charges on this, but obviously I have to hear that from you versus your son. And when she said yes, she was taken into custody.
So what did she say?
I have not had a chance to. I only briefly spoke with her. I spoke with her when I first told her she was being detained. I let her know, being detained. I'm in the process of investigating the incident in the hallway. And she said, "Well, what incident?" Gave her a little more detail, but she is in custody. She is going to be charged, looking at possibly 2 charges. You are going to be charged. You're looking at we have the charge based on only what we see in the video. So with that being said, you're going to go back in the cell right now. I'm going to, like I said, call him, and then hopefully fairly shortly.
Dion L. Gamble was arrested following the incident and later charged with 2 counts of battery and 1 count of endangering the life or health of a child.
Oh, well, I'm like, she brought down herself. It's one of those things where it's like, that you wouldn't want nobody doing that to your kids. So, and that's stuff that you got to think about. Okay, I know I wouldn't want nobody to do this to my kids, so maybe I shouldn't do this to this kid. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're capable of thinking, you wouldn't do stuff like that. So, but anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Uncovered for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.